What's up guys, Ray. We're over at D1. We're gonna get the help of some doctors to diagnose the big main lifts. We're gonna start on the bench press today, okay? This is what we're going through. We got proper form, common mistakes, mobility activation, and possible or potential injuries. We're gonna start with our proper form on the bench press. Proper form on the bench press, when you unrack the weight, you want the weight to sit in your lats. That's gonna give you a lot of support, especially in the descent. Stability in the bench press is based a lot of your lat strength in the descent of the bench press. Two areas you wanna squeeze: your lat, up and down, squeeze your lat, and the medial head of your tricep. Squeeze with the pinkies in the descent. As you reach the bottom, you're gonna push off, squeeze with the pinkies again. The weight is gonna shift from your lats to your traps, okay? One of the biggest mistakes we're getting ready to go over is pushing bench press in a straight line. If you push from here to here, yes, it's shorter. If you push from here to here over your face, you're much stronger. That's proper form for the bench press. Full body lift. Let's look at it. In starting the bench press, you're gonna use your lats to unrack the bar, and you'll be tucking the elbow into your lat on the way down. So as Paul starts to the bar, you're gonna use your lats to unrack it and stack your lats. Pull your shoulder blades together. Let the weight sit in your lats and the medial head of your tricep. As Paul starts to go down, you'll notice the elbows tuck into the rib cage a little bit. When he gets ready to push back up, the weight will shift up and back over his face. All right, common mistakes in the bench press. We're gonna go over them verbally, and then we're gonna show you. The first one is pushing the bar in a straight line. If you push the bar in a straight line, you're not utilizing all of your strength, okay? It seems like it's the shortest distance, and it is, but it's not where you're the strongest. Second one is not using your back to bench press. Those are the big two mistakes that I see in bench press. Let's look at it. Pushing the bar in a straight line might seem efficient, but you kind of push away from where you're powerful. Using the upper back to bench off of, which you're supposed to do, is kind of taken out, and you're dependent much more on the triceps and the shoulders rather than the back. The back is a much stronger support system. So pushing in a straight line is not nearly as strong as tucking and pushing straight up and back. The second one is not using the back at all. And not using the back to bench, you're almost completely dependent on your triceps, your chest, and it takes away a lot of stability on the lift. In bench pressing for health, you want to utilize the back. You have to utilize the back. This is where you start to see a lot of injuries occur. You get a lot of anterior tightness in the chest and throughout the shoulder. So improper, pull the shoulders back, use your back, build yourself a strong platform, touch, squeeze the bar, and push. Two biggest mistakes in the bench press.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Lenny Jo Yarkin, physical therapist with SST Rehab at D1. So when athletes and patients get sent to me, the first thing that I need to do is a musculoskeletal examination. I have to figure out what is lacking, what might be overcompensating, what is tight, what is weak, or is it just a motor control issue where your body can do what it needs to do, but doesn't know how to fire up all the right muscles at the right time. So from a mobility perspective, there are 3 stretches that Ray is going to demonstrate today. Of course, there are so many different things that we could do, but for health of the shoulder joint, there's 3 that I want to focus on. First is a Pec Major Stretch. So you're going to reach up high. You've got about a 45-degree angle from head to tip of the fingers. You're going to turn away to lengthen and stretch the Pec Major fibers. We don't want to increase pain in the shoulder when we do this stretch, but you should feel a really nice stretch across the side of the chest. The second stretch is for the Pec Minor. So you're going to find that same pole, you're going to reach up a 90-degree bend at the elbow and approximately 90-degree bend at the shoulder joint. And again, you're going to turn away, feeling probably very quickly a pretty strong stretch in this region. The fibers of Pec Minor and Pec Major are different, and so that's why we have 2 different stretches for the health of the shoulder. The final stretch is for the posterior aspect of the shoulder. So you're going to use that same pole. You're going to grab onto it, reach across the body. Set the shoulder blade down and back to give you a solid foundation. Rotate away. With this one, watch for the rise in the shoulder and avoid that. You should feel a stretch anywhere from back here all the way across to around this region. Yeah. From an activation perspective, there are 2 exercises that I'm going to give you to work on before performing your bench press move. So Ray's going to demonstrate. You're going to elevate the arms to about shoulder height. You're going to externally rotate the shoulder joints. You should feel activation in the lat. Set your shoulder blades down and back, and maintaining that solid foundation, open the arms out to the side. Don't lose that contraction and rep it out. And finally, this one is for bilateral external rotation. So you're gonna flex the elbows to 90 degrees, externally rotate the forearm, activate the shoulder blade muscles, pull them down and back, move the arms out to the side. Keep that solid foundation of shoulder blades down and back, and rep it out. Side effects of poor bench form may include the following: thoracic pain, lumbar pain, cervical strain, thoracic outlet syndrome, muscle strain, pectoralis major rupture, rotator cuff tendinopathy, glenohumeral joint impingement, anterior capsule instability, labral tearing, biceps tendinitis, coracobrachialis strain, medial epicondylitis, lateral epicondylitis, capitellar osteochondritis dissecans, wrist strain, wrist sprain, and many more. If you or a family member are experiencing any of these adverse side effects, please contact your coach or physical therapist.